Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel, Learn and Trade Forex. Because sometimes I get comments on my YouTube videos, or I get emails, or people go to the website and leave questions. And one of the questions that always come up, what is the best trading strategy for me? Or is there a such thing as the best trading strategy or a number one trading strategy, right? And my answer to that question is no. There is no such thing as the best trading strategy. There is no such thing as the number one trading strategy, right? I emphatically say no to that, because the best trading strategy is the strategy that works for you. Now, when you think about that, you have to realize that there are a lot of factors that come into play when you're talking about the best trading strategy or what strategy, works for you, right? What often happens, and I don't hear this topic being discussed on YouTube a lot, or where there's an abundance of trading videos. So what often happens is that someone will come onto a channel, show you their success in the market, and then they're going to tout their success as being the best. This is far from the case, because there's a lot of factors that go into what works best as a trading strategy for each individual trader. Okay. And in this video, I'm going to go through just a short list of about 4 things that you have to consider when you're deciding to trade, right? And when I say trade, I'm talking about trading anything. If you're trading stocks, options, futures, if you're trading Forex, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of things there's a few things that should go into your decision on the strategy that you're going to ultimately trade. Now, maybe you should try different strategies to see what works for you. But when it comes to deciding upon a strategy that you're going to trade, there are a few things that you got to remember to factor in. Okay. And then in this video, we're going to talk about those. All right, let's get to it. Now, the first topic that we're going to talk about when deciding on which strategy works for you the best is something that people often talk about last, but I think it's so important that maybe people should discuss, maybe traders should discuss this in the beginning, right? And it is called risk tolerance, right? Now, risk tolerance is how much financial uncertainty that you're willing to tolerate in the market. How much stress from financial risk can you put on yourself, when trading the markets, right? Now, high risk trading strategies, they can offer big rewards, right? There's a lot of money to be made with high risk trading strategies. But what's the flip side of that? The flip side is with high risk trading strategies, you can lose a lot of money quicker than you can make money. All right. So if you're not a person that has, can really bankroll, in a sense, your development in trading, because let's face it, I know I did it, right? We love to say trade demo, don't risk any money before you jump in the markets. But the markets are so enticing, and a lot of times when you first start trading, you can win that first few trades, and sometimes that's the worst thing that can happen to you, is winning the first few trades, because now you feel like, hey, I got it, everything is good, I'm gonna get in the market, I'm gonna make a lot of money, and then you'll quickly see that you have to pay your debt to the market, right? So as quick as you can make money in the market, you can lose it even quicker, right? So you got to remember, the first thing you should think about when you're deciding what type of strategy to trade is the risk, right? Is this a high risk strategy, or is this a low risk strategy? Me, I'm a very conservative trader, so I like low risk trading strategies, right? Low risk strategies worked for me. It's the one that I developed after testing, high risk strategies or, medium risk strategies. But the strategy that I decided, that I settled on in my trading, I guess, profile, or whatever you want to call it, is a low risk strategy. So first thing you want to consider is your risk tolerance level. How much are you willing to put out in the market financially, monetarily, to see the returns that you want? So you want to think about that first. All right. So the next thing to consider when determining what strategy works best for you is one that really resonated with me, because the consideration of time, the time commitment that you can commit to trading. Now, let me specify. When I'm talking about time commitment, I'm not necessarily talking about the time commitment that you put towards your education, right? You're going to have to spend time with the charts. You're going to have to put in countless hours of back testing, looking at charts, looking at certain patterns in the market, getting to know the candlesticks, plotting your support and resistance levels, practicing. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to put in countless hours to become a good trader. I didn't say great trader, a good trader, right? But when I'm talking about the time commitment, I'm specifically talking about actual trading, right? What type of time commitment that you're able to commit to trading either on a daily or weekly or monthly basis. Let me give you guys a quick background about myself. I have been working with the same company outside of trading. I've been working with the same company for over 15 years, employed by the same organization, right? My hours of operation are usually from about 9 a.m. in the morning till about 6 p.m. in the afternoon. And I am not going to cheat my organization by trading on the side, because I do work from home, trading on the side when I'm supposed to be focusing on my actual job, right? I don't think that's fair, right? So as for me, day trading wouldn't work for me. Day trading would not work for me, right? So I had to come up with the strategy that I could trade, right, around my work schedule, right? That's why I am a swing trader, because the strategy that I trade I only have to check the charts at 5 p.m. and maybe when the London market opens. If I'm up that early in the morning, I'll go in and just look at my positions and see how they're doing. Or I may record my trades to post them to YouTube or to my Facebook group or anything like that. So my strategy works for me. So that's something else that you would have to consider. What are your hours that your personal life takes up? And can you carve out time to trade? So when you're considering a trading strategy, you also want to think about the time commitment that it would take for you to be in the market and able with the ability to execute these trades. Okay, so that's a big one as well. All right, let's move on to the third point. All right, guys. So this third point that I'm going to give you, the third point is going to be huge. This is about to be huge. The third point that you want to consider when trading or determining a trading strategy is, do you need to trade for income? Is trading going to be your primary income source? Right? So that would determine on the trading style or the type of trader you're going to become, or what style you should adapt, right? Now, relying on trading income can definitely influence the strategy that you're going to use. And I'm going to share something personally about me, and what made me determine the strategy that I'm going to use. Okay. So when I started trading, prop firms weren't the big thing. So we didn't really have someone that was able to fund your trading account for you, right? Or you get a funded account. They were around, but they weren't as popular as they are now, right? So I knew when I started trading, I wasn't going to be able to quit my full-time job and just say I want to just be a full-time trader. I knew that wasn't going to be possible in the beginning because I didn't have a lot of money to trade with. I remember I started my first trading account with $100. My story is I went to a trading seminar or a trading class. And from this class, I came away with what I wanted to do forever. I wanted to trade forever. I knew I wanted to trade, right? And I committed to myself to ultimately becoming a good trader, right? So with that being said, I knew if I wanted to make a lot of money in the trading field, I had to build an account to where I can sustain risk, where I can have, good returns, and my returns could equal a good income or a good supplemental income is what I call it, right? So I knew I had to work my full-time job and fund my trading account while I am, working my regular job, so to speak. So by doing that, I realized that, hey, and this is my logic. Why make some of the money trading when I can develop a trading strategy where I can continue to work my full-time job, right? Because I actually, unlike a lot of people, I actually love what I do for a living. Unlike a lot of people, unfortunately, I actually love what I do for a living. But I can continue to work my full-time job, make this great salary as well, and also trade and make that money as well, right? So I knew I needed a strategy that allowed me to do both, right? So another thing you want to consider when you're trading is how much income you want to make, and do you need trading to be your main source of income? For me, fortunately, guys, I don't. And probably most of you don't either, right? So just think about that. Do you want to be a full-time trader and make, good income, barring that you pick a strategy that works for you and you're successful and you practice patience and all of the things that it takes to become a really good trader? Or do you want to, have trading be a supplement to your income, make as much money as a full-time trader, but also have your other income for the times when the market isn't moving, or you have a bad week or a bad month trading, because it's going to happen. I chose the latter. I chose to do both, right? Not rely on trading as a only source of income or as a full-time income. It relieved the pressure from me for having to be damn near perfect on my trades or having to trade so well, where that pressure was relieved from me. So I chose the latter. I never looked at trading as a primary source of income, but it does offer me a good income. But I just choose to trade as well as work a full time. That's what I think about that part. That's something that you ought to consider when you're thinking about your trading strategy. All right, guys. So last but not least, the number one factor that I feel you should consider when picking a trading strategy or the type of trader you're going to become is your personality. It's your personality. I think upbringing plays a lot into the type of trader you're going to become. I think things you've been through in your life, things that the stage of your life that you're in right now plays a lot into, the type of trader or trading strategy you should adopt. Things like what you're able to tolerate in terms of a trading style. Like, are you a fast-paced, high-paced type trader? Do you like being in and out of the markets? With me, that doesn't work for me. I like a more slow approach to trading. I like to see my setups clearly, right? Rationalize whether or not this is a good trade or not, and take my time and let the market come to me. Prove to me that I am right in my analysis and that I should be taking this trade. That fits my laid back personality. As you probably can guess from this video, I'm a very laid back individual, right? The way I'm talking and conveying this message in the video. But I think that fits my personality better than in and out of the market, fast paced. So for a lot of people, it works for them. And that's great. Like I said, there are several factors: your upbringing, where you are in life. When I say where you are in life, like what are your responsibilities? your age that you're beginning to trade at, what do you want from trading, when ultimately you want to stop trading, or things like that, right? So I think your personality, where you are in your life right now, should also determine the strategy that you should trade. So these are the 4 things that I think should, play into this trading strategy that you decide to trade. I hope for someone this video was helpful, right? If you want to get to know me as a trader, why I trade the way I trade, I have a book on Amazon. It's called Trade Your Personality. It's by Gary Phillips. You can go to Amazon to purchase that book. It's a short read. It's only about 45 pages. So it's not a long read at all, but it gives you an insight on what I feel, trading should be, how I feel about trading. And it talks about me in the beginning, so you can kind of determine some of the challenges that I had in my life, which ultimately led me to trading. I'll put the cover of this book at the end of this video, and put a link down in the description if you guys want to pick it up. I think it's Kindle version is like $4.99, $5 on Amazon. For the paperback, it's only like $11 or something like that. But if you want to, if you like this message, you should pick up the book. It's a short read. It's a good read. And it'll give you a little bit more insight on my thoughts about how personality and all of the other things that I listed in this video should impact your trading and decide on the trader that you ultimately probably will become, whether you know it or not, that you will become. So hopefully for someone, this video does help, is going to help. And I appreciate you guys for, sticking with me and listening to me, ramble on about how I feel, you should pick a trading strategy. I appreciate you guys. Again, if you like what I said, or anything that I said in this video resonates with you, you can go ahead and like the video. You may want to subscribe to the channel. I offer up a lot of analysis, ways to trade. I post a lot of my trades to this YouTube channel. So yeah, it's all there for you. And I hopefully, again, I know I've said it before, but I hope this video helps someone. All right, Forex King, I'm out.